Are you concerned about Monday's eclipse? Are you wondering how it's going to affect us? Hi, I am evethemedium and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel and you're interested in developing your spiritual gifts, I invite you to subscribe below and also click the notification bell to be notified when any of my new videos are up. First and foremost, there is nothing to worry about. This eclipse is all about transformation. As I mentioned in my predictions video, 2024 is all about transformation of the self, clearing out all the negativity that we have built up. This is an eclipse that will not happen again for many years, but it's going to give us an opportunity to change. This eclipse will be bringing out the worst and the good within all humans. I believe it's an opportunity from God, giving us a chance to transform, to change our lives, to look within, to see what's not working anymore, and how we can become a better human. As the eclipse happens, those who are sensitive, especially Aries, will be experiencing a lot of emotions arising. This is something that we should be very careful about. Not allowing people to anger us, not allowing the emotions to get the best of us, not thinking negative thoughts. These are things that should be definitely avoided during tomorrow's eclipse. Why? Because this eclipse will enhance all those feelings. Any negative emotion that you experience will be more enhanced. That is why it is recommended that you avoid alcohol, drugs, anything that can be addictive should be avoided. Do not allow yourself to be tempted by other people. Do not allow yourself to be angered. If somebody triggers you, ignore it. It is for your own well-being, since the emotions will be on a rise, because this eclipse is going to bring out everything within everyone. I had also mentioned in my predictions video that this year anything that is hidden will come to the surface. Anything in darkness will be brought to the light. Therefore, if you have any past traumas, those things will come to the surface. But do not be afraid, because it's not to hurt you. It's so you can look at it, learn from it, and release it. It is all, again, about transforming us, making us better. As we all know, the world is a complete mess. And this is God telling us we need to change our lives. We need to do better. It's an opportunity for us to look within. This has nothing to do with looking out. It's about looking within. We all know that the moon enhances our emotions. It affects our emotions. So those feelings are going to be doubled. So with this eclipse, we are going to start feeling more emotional, sadness, anxiety, everything that has to do with our emotions. But we must be very focused and aware of our thoughts, so we do not allow these emotions to overtake us. We must release it. I know most of you most likely will be at work. Stay indoors. It is the best place to be. And keep your mind clear. Surround yourself with love. Try and entertain thoughts of love throughout the day. Love, self-love. This eclipse is all about I am. I am blessed. I am whole. I am one with the divine. I am well. I am good. These are words that you should entertain. But not just the words, feeling it, and surround yourself with the feeling of love. This is where you need to entertain. Any negative thoughts that comes to mind, just release it and wrap it in a warm light of love. Do not allow negative thoughts to affect you. So in one of my posts on Instagram and on TikTok, I mentioned things that you should avoid. I know a lot of people think this is like a sideshow. They've been buying glasses to go see the eclipse. That is something I personally would not do. I do not recommend looking up at the eclipse. It's something that's going to happen, that it has not happened for many years. It's very exciting. I get it. But I've seen even on the news, people taking children to look at the eclipse. I personally, guided by my higher self and guided by my spirits, it was recommended to stay indoors. A lot of you have to be at work. That's fine. When I said stay home, I meant stay indoors. If you do not have to go out, stay indoors. The reason why I recommend that you stay indoors if possible is if you are a sensitive person, you are going to be picking up on everyone's emotions. And it's going to affect you. Whether you stepped out of your home feeling positive, feeling good, I am well, then you bump into a person that's releasing all those negative emotions and you absorb them. And your mood and your vibration goes down. Then what's going to happen? You're going to start feeling uncomfortable and uneasy. That is why it's best to stay indoors. The energy is going to be very, very strong. So be aware of that. You may wonder, what can I do to protect myself? Not much you could do. We cannot fight against the eclipse. This is something that's going to happen regardless. So the best way is to take conscious precautions by avoiding certain things. Avoid going to bars. Avoid being in crowded places. Again, avoid arguments. Avoid disagreements. Avoid signing important documents. Avoid making important decisions. This is all for your highest and greatest good. During the eclipse, it's not good to make any decisions whatsoever. The best thing, again, is to be consciously calm and aware of your thoughts. And again, if negative emotions arise from within you, from past traumas, past experiences, just release them and let them go. Another thing I want to bring up is people dealing with addictions, people dealing with mental problems will be feeling a lot of the energy of the eclipse. This eclipse is going to create a balance between the negative and positive energies. And we also have to try and create that balance within us. Everything that's going to happen is going to be happening inside of us, not outside. Everything, the changes, the feelings, the emotions, the vibrations are going to be felt inside. I do not recommend you going out and wearing your nice 3D glasses and looking at the eclipse. I do not know who came up with this idea, but I feel this can create long-term damage. But to each his own. I'm just here to bring you the information, to share with you the information that I receive from my higher self and from my spirit guides in regards to this eclipse. I know all throughout social media, especially on YouTube, there's all these videos saying about doomsday, what's going to happen, end of days. It's none of that. Eclipses have happened throughout our entire lifetime. The only difference is that we're putting more focus on it because of everything that's happening in the world. These things have to happen in order to bring us back into awareness. We are spiritual beings here on a journey. We must correct and perfect ourselves. We must make ourselves better. We must change certain things. We must awaken and realize what we are doing wrong to ourselves, not to the planet, because the planet rehabilitates itself. To us personally, what we are doing to ourselves. Take time to close your eyes, to go within, to look within. There is nothing to fear. Whatever is happening within you, you can change it. And this is what this eclipse is all about. This eclipse is going to make you see the ugly part in you. Not for you to be angry at yourself, not for you to be afraid. It's so you can face the truth. This eclipse is all about removing that mask. As the sun passes through the moon, it's removing the blinders so we can see our truth. So you can realize what's really happening here on earth and in our life and what we can change. What concerns me the most is that a lot of people experience these eclipses for the moment. They're like, wow, oh yes, I'm going to change. God help us, bless us, and all this stuff, and all these prayers. After it happens, they go back to being their old self, making the same mistakes with no concerns whatsoever. These are things that we should not take for granted. These are signs telling us that we need to change. Eclipse also brings to us the strength of the I am, that we are one with the I am, with spirit, with the divine, that we must seek the divine within us. It is the only thing that's going to help us make those changes. Another thing that we will experience with this eclipse, or during this eclipse, is a conscious awareness that we reap what we sow. This is going to be an eclipse that's going to say, here, boom, here. These are your mistakes. This is where you're wrong. This is where you need to change. It is going to force us to look in the mirror, but the mirror of our soul. Whether we like it or not, we are going to have to face those fears and understand that all is good within us, that those fears and those horrible experiences happened for us, not to us, in order to help us evolve. This is all about evolving, changing, transformation. It's going to be extremely powerful, very powerful energy. It's all for our highest and greatest good. There is nothing whatsoever to fear. Nothing horrible is going to happen. The only thing that the truth of every situation is going to come out to the surface. Everything that was in darkness will come to light. And we are seeing that. This year there's going to be a lot of that. This eclipse is all about transformation, about waking up to your truth, about clearing obstacles and allowing you to see things as they should be, allowing your truth to surface, seeing yourself for who you truly are. And again, do not ignore this. Take the time to make the changes that you really need to make within. Change your life. When you work on yourself from within, you do not have to do anything on the outside because everything changes itself. Anything that happens on the inside manifests on the outside. Piece of advice: do not allow your emotions to get the best of you. Do not allow anyone to anger you. Do not wrap yourself in negative thoughts. Do not entertain negative thoughts. This week is not the week to be thinking negative. You have the power to control your thoughts. You have the power to replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. It's all in your hands. As long as you remember and are conscious and understand that during this eclipse, any negative thought will be enhanced. So be conscious of this. Be aware of this. Eliminate during this eclipse using the words I am in a negative way. I am overweight. I am broke. I am tired. I am frustrated. Eliminate those words because this eclipse is going to really manifest those things in your life. And again, it's going to make it 3 times stronger. So be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of your self-talk. Be aware of your emotions. Be conscious of your emotions. You do not have to force anything. Just be aware. And understand that this eclipse is a transformation for our highest and greatest good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. God bless you. And much love and light to you.